I just found out that using plastic straws can hurt fish. So from now on, I'm only using paper ones because
we gotta protect those fish, guys.
someone ate all my ice cream without me getting any. So to get revenge, I bought a new tub and put laxatives in it. But I forgot I did that and just ate half of it. I already know what's about to happen next.
Update. I've been stuck on the toilet for 2 hours. Please help.
I made a video talking about how a bunch of people were screenshotting my face when I looked really ugly and making it their profile picture, but after I posted that, everyone in the comments on that video did the same thing. Except now, they're editing my face to make me look even more ugly. So now, I'm just gonna wear a hat and not show any emotion in my videos to make sure there is no way you can get an ugly screenshot of me. Checkmate.
Why is it so hard to date in Gen Z? Like, I'm pretty sure everyone in this generation is gonna end up alone. Because there was this girl that would like my story every time I posted, but in real life, she would never talk to me. So eventually, one of her friends came up to me and was like, dude, why don't you talk to Sarah? So I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, you know Sarah likes you, right? She's been trying to flirt with you for a while now. And I was like, no, she never even talks to me. But then her friend was like, yeah, but she always likes your stories. So that's how people flirt now? I just figured she thought, why are dogs so awkward? Because I've had a dog for 5 years, so you would think he would be comfortable around me by now. But every night, me, my parents, and the dog watch TV together in the living room. But if my parents ever leave the room so it's just us two in there, the dog will literally look at me like this. If you see me in public, please don't try scaring me, because someone came up to me today and said, are you Tyler Vitelli? So I said yes, but they just shook their head and didn't respond with anything. So it got awkwardly silent and I couldn't take it anymore, so I just went on the weather app and pretended to check the temperature in Cupertino. I just saw an old lady crying, so I went up to her and asked what was wrong, and she told me that she just lost $200. And I felt so bad that I decided to give her $10 out of the $200 I just found on the ground. Is there anything better than coming home after a long day and just enjoying a nice cup of Coke? There's just nothing that hits the spot like it. But the best part about it is always that first sip. The difference between visiting your mom's side of the family versus your dad's is so crazy. Because when I visit my mom's side, it's like a party. Like, we spend every holiday with them, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. And I'd always look forward to it because we're super close. But for my dad's side of the family, it's like a whole different world. I barely even know anyone on that side. I could literally walk down the street and see 5 people from my dad's side of the family that I'm related to, and I wouldn't recognize them. I'm not even exaggerating. Why does everyone have no attention span these days? Like, with how fast-paced everything is now, I can't focus on anything for a long time anymore. Like, for example, the other day, I tried watching a movie, and I couldn't get through 5 minutes of it without going on my phone. I thought I was just never gonna be able to enjoy watching TV shows again. Someone just rang my doorbell and then ran away, so I opened the door to find out where they went, but that's when I saw that they left something on the ground. And you know what it is? A job application. This is my worst nightmare. Apparently, if you wear one of these safety vests, you can go wherever you want. Because I was just at McDonald's, but when I walked in, the worker was like, oh, are you here to fix the air conditioning? No, I'm here for a Big Mac. Would any ladies like to come Netflix and chill with me? We could watch whatever you want on this bad boy. Boss Baby? Minecraft movie? It will be in black and white though. Just so you know. Nobody talks about the difference between how girls make plans versus guys. Because with girls, they make them months in advance. I've met a girl before that had her next 6 months planned out in a calendar, day by day. But for guys, it's way different because my friend recently got married, but we haven't talked a lot the past couple years. So when I saw him post on social media that he proposed to his girlfriend, I wasn't sure if I would get invited to the wedding. Have you ever met someone that copies your vocabulary? And they always try to act like you aren't the reason they talk like that. Because I grew up in California but went to school in Tennessee, and people there spoke very differently. So when I first arrived, I met this guy that was from Tennessee, and he was super country. He grew up on a farm and talked like this. So whenever I saw him, I would always say, what's up, fook? If you're ever thinking about buying a TV off Temu, don't do it! Because I just bought this one and I was super excited because it was only 30 bucks until it arrived and I realized it wasn't an actual TV. It's a Wendy's menu screen! I was trying to watch the Lakers game on it, but instead, I'm stuck staring at the breakfast Baconator. Okay, that actually sounds kind of good. But still! If you ever think you're a big back, just know that my dad put these pieces of candy on the ground because he's trying to catch a rat that's in our house. But I'm so big that I literally just started eating the candy off the floor. I got outsmarted by a rat. I accidentally kidnapped someone's cat the other day because I was at the veterinarian since my cat needed shots. But after they finished, they gave him back to me in this big box and said he was sleeping. So I just figured I would let him rest and not take him out of the box. You can always tell when someone grew up with divorced parents because during my high school graduation, the person I was sitting next to acted super nervous the whole time. So I was like, are you nervous about graduating too? But she was like, oh no, I don't care about the graduation part. I'm nervous for what's coming after that. So I was like, ah, I see. You don't know what you're gonna do with your life after high school yet, huh? But then she says, what?
No, I'm going to Duke. I'm fine. I meant that I'm nervous for what's going to happen tonight.
I hate growing up in Gen Z because my parents recently found out that I make videos. So my dad was reading my comment section and he saw a bunch of people commenting, oil up, oil up, oil up. So he texted me asking what that phrase meant. And I was like, how do I explain this in a way that someone over the age of 50 will understand? So I just told him it was a sarcastic joke that people say because of the Diddy situation. And I was like, yeah, people say it on everyone's videos, not just mine. I don't care how close I am with someone. If I'm in an interrogation room and they offer me a Baconator, I'm snitching on everybody. We're all going to jail. I just saw a video of someone saying that when they look up, their eyes look super weird. So I was like, let me try that. So I recorded myself doing it and tell me why this is what I look like. What is that? I look like Patrick Star if he lived above sea level.
Have you ever been jealous over someone you weren't even dating? Because I used to like this girl, but I would never talk to her because I was trying to be the mysterious, nonchalant guy. But I always thought that somehow we would be together in the future. Until one day when I'm scrolling through social media and I see that she posted a story, but she never posts stories. So I click on it and guess what's on it? A photo of her hugging another dude. So at first I'm like,
the first time I tried matcha, everyone said I didn't like it because I ordered it wrong. So now I got 2 different ones with strawberry in it like you guys recommended. So let's see if these are any better. Let's try the strawberry puree one first. This tastes like if you dropped a piece of strawberry gum on grass and then put it back in your mouth. Okay, now strawberry with cold foam. Everyone says this is the best one. Here we go. Okay, wait. This doesn't taste like grass, actually. This tastes like turf. Is it just me, or does anyone else have to make the ice cream tub even before they stop eating it? Because I'm not even hungry anymore, but I have to eat more because it's not flat yet. Still not flat yet. Gotta keep going. Okay, I think it's flat now.
Why is it so much easier to flirt with people you don't like? Because when I'm around my friends, I have so much game. Like, I've had friends tell me before that they can't tell if I'm joking or not when I flirt with them because I'm so good at it. But if you get me around a person that I actually like, I'm cooked. I can no longer speak English.
Situationships need to be abolished. Because every time I hear someone talk about their situationship, it just sounds like a bad rom-com. Like, what do you mean you guys have been in the talking stage for 2 years? Let's be real. If you are not dating by then, you're never gonna be. Then they'll be like, no, we're soulmates. We've already planned our future together. Yet at the same time, they will purposely avoid making eye contact with them when they pass each other at school. But it gets worse because one day they'll be crying, so you have to ask them why they're crying, and then they'll say it's because their situationship is talking to other people. So then you say, well, are you guys dating? And they say no, so then you say, yeah, that's what happens when someone's single. I don't know who needs to hear this, but some people need to put their pets down already. Like, I knew someone with an 18-year-old dog that was blind and deaf, so he would just sit there all day doing nothing. But when he would move around, he would just walk straight into the wall. And I saw this happen one time, and the owner could tell that I was concerned, so they were like, oh, don't worry, he does this all the time.
Have you ever met a friend group that uses code names to talk about people at school? Because I didn't know this was even a thing until one time I was in class and I was eating M&Ms. And this girl I sat next to asked if she could take a picture of me holding them. So I was like, why? Then she started laughing and she said she couldn't tell me. But eventually, I got her to admit what was happening. And apparently, her and the rest of her friend group had code names for every guy at school. And I guess mine was M&M's. But I still didn't understand, so I was like, is it because I'm shaped? This is your warning to never date someone who's the youngest child. Because I was talking to this girl once, and she invited me over to have dinner with her family. But what she didn't tell me is that she's the youngest sibling, and she has 3 older brothers. So right when I walk in their house, all 3 of the brothers are in the living room staring at me. And they had a very serious look on their face. So I introduced myself to them. Never take an old person to go see a horror movie, because I went to the movies last night, and when I arrived, I saw a lady that was probably 80 years old there with her grandson. But I don't think she knew this was going to be a scary movie, because immediately, the movie starts with a jump scare in the first scene. And when it happened, she screamed. I've been getting hit on by a bunch of lesbians in my DMs ever since I got this haircut. And at first, I wasn't sure why this was happening. But after reading more and more of the DMs, I realized these women think I'm a lesbian too now because of the haircut. I know I said I look like Ellen, but I didn't mean it in that way.
you can always tell when someone is a middle child because they do not get treated like everyone else. Because one time, I was at an amusement park with 5 other people, and one of them was a middle child. So during this whole day, we were going on different rides, but it was super crowded there. So about 3 hours into being there, we realized we lost our middle child friend.
I'm gonna do the cookie challenge from Squid Game because I'm starting to go broke, so I might need to go on the show. Okay, I'm gonna use this toothpick to do it. Here we go. I saw them lick it on the show. Don't know what that does, but it must help, so I'm gonna do that. You can always tell if someone grew up with just brothers or just sisters. Because I had friends who fit both of these descriptions, but the way they acted was completely different. Like, there was one time where we were gonna go bowling with these girls, so we wanted to look our absolute best. And I was trying to figure out what to wear, but every time I would show them a potential outfit, my friend with just sisters would be like, you know, it doesn't look that bad.